Tips for someone who wants to sing self-taught or by themselves. My tip is to avoid comparison. It's a whole saying. Comparison is the thief of joy. That applies to basically anything you could do. And it really, really applies to singing and to music. Do not unreasonably compare yourself to people that have more experience and training than you. That's number one. Because something that prevents people from seeing their fullest potential to fruition is often that they think, I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be, and these guys are way better than me, so I might as well give up. But that is just an unfair and unreasonable, and I'm not gonna lie, it's an emotionally immature way of processing things. And you're better than that. I know you are better than that, so that's number one. Do not think about that. Do not dwell on it. If you think about it at all, use it as motivation rather than something that will prevent you from reaching your new heights. As for number two, persistence is good, but specifically mindful persistence. Practicing a ton will be very helpful, but it's not going to be very helpful if you practice something unhealthy. Formal training is not everything. A lot of the best singers in this world and in our world's history were self-taught and are self-taught. Just be very careful that you don't continue doing something that hurts, you know? If it hurts, there's pretty good odds that it's bad for you. I recommend in that case, if you perpetually feel pain when you're singing, looking into what resources you can to figure out where that's coming from. If you can, getting training is very fun and helpful, but again, it's not everything. And also, formal training is a privilege that not everybody has access to. So there's no shame if you can't do that. Even without training, you can find resources online. There are videos to be watched. Good vocal coaches that publish lessons for free or for very cheap. So yeah, mindfulness and comparisons and persistence are two really big things. I think practicing a little every day is way better than practicing a ton on only a couple days a week. Does that make sense? Like, I think you would be better served by doing 30 minutes to an hour every day than you would by spending 6 hours every Monday on singing. If you run through your scales and do some vocal warm-ups every day, the long-term benefits, in my opinion, are higher and more readily felt. That is my personal opinion, though. None of this is professional advice. I'm a trainee in music. I'm technically not self-taught. I have a classical background, but in the type of music that I'm working towards now, I basically am self-taught. So this is what's working for me so far. And I think those are the pitfalls that trip up people most commonly, is that they'll either get discouraged by something unreasonable and unrealistic, they'll get hung up on a bad habit that makes it difficult for them to sing forever, or they'll practice on a schedule that is not sustainable and doesn't produce good results. So those are the three pieces of advice I would have that would help basically anybody, regardless of the genre, regardless of their goals, and regardless of their voice. In my opinion, in my humble, inexperienced, amateur opinion, that's the best advice I can offer. Yeah, and know that in any creative trade or field, results take time. Still considered an amateur if I'm signed on with a company? Well, you may know that I'm actually in training right now. I may be signed under Virgin, but it's with the goal of a major debut. It's not happened yet. Right now, what we're doing is we're training. We're learning what we can. So we're not actually where we're supposed to be by the beat as a whole. And this is not me saying like, the rest of By the Beat sucks and I hate that. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm right there, and it's not even thinking that we suck as a whole. It's that we are not where we want to or need to be in order to make the fullest out of this opportunity. And that's the point. Our goal this year is to learn and to improve rather than to start out already awesome. So we are in training right now. This is our training arc in multiple ways. Main focus is obviously singing. That's something all of us are focusing on. In my case, I want to focus on singing, and then dancing is my second priority. I want to be able to dance someday. And then my third priority is Japanese. As we're signed under a Japanese label, a lot of the people that we have opportunities to work with are Japanese, so I would benefit a lot from being able to communicate and advocate for myself directly, rather than relying on translators and interpreters for everything I say. Those are my 3 goals to improve on.